Goku. You guys know we've all been at home without much to do, to be honest, and I was just thinking about soccer, college soccer.
Think about back in the days, man, when we used to play, when we had a reason for playing.
Yeah, and it came to my mind. I was like, you know what? I want to know what your playing career was like. But I don't want to know the whole career. I don't have time for that. That's a different day, different story. What I want to know is your first college match. What was it like? You got to tell me the whole story, how you were feeling, what you were thinking. I just want our viewers to get an idea of how a college game is like, especially when you're playing your first one.
As a freshman, right? It feels like it was forever ago, man. I can't even remember.
How long ago
Barely
was it?
remember. I don't even know, man.
2006?
2006, I think. 2006, 2007?
2006, so 14 years ago?
Woo! Dang, it's been long.
14 years ago.
It's been a long time.
Wow.
Wow. Man, I remember I'm trying to remember. Now that I'm talking, I can see the images are coming back a little bit.
Okay.
But 2006, young lad out of high school, excited for college soccer. Finally getting into, I guess you could say it was a dream of mine, right? Because, of course, playing pro was always the biggest dream, right? But, you know, living in America, it's college soccer seemed to have been part of the progress, right? So, 2006, I first went to Washington Adventist University, and
Is it Division 2, 3?
the Division 2.
2, okay.
So Division 2, and I remember. So all my career long, I've always been a right back or play center back. Matter of fact, I think most of my playing career, I played as a right back, right?
Okay.
So here I go as a freshman, right? And also going in as a freshman, I was a little cocky.
Oh, really?
Just a little cocky, just a little bit, because I felt like I was something special, you know?
Highly recruited?
Yeah, I was highly recruited, you know what I mean? So I felt special about myself a little bit, you know? So I was going into preseason. I think before that summer, before this preseason, I was actually injured during a State Cup game.
Okay.
Right before I ended up going to college, so I hurt my knee during a State Cup game, and I was out for, I didn't do much during the whole entire summer. But I felt confident that regardless of me not doing much, I was going to be good.
Okay.
So I go in as a freshman, work myself into the team, and very first game, I thought the whole entire time I was going to play right back or center back.
You knew you were going to start?
Yeah, I thought I was going to start.
Okay.
Going into the, you know how we go through preparation throughout the whole entire, towards the end of that preseason, there was obvious chances that I was going to be a player. You know what I mean? I was going to start. And then, first game, coach said you're playing defensive midfielder.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Defensive midfielder. Mind you, I never played defensive midfielder my whole entire
You
life.
wanted to use somebody that was playing right back the whole time.
There you go.
All their career.
On my career.
And toss them into a defensive center midfield position.
Yes.
Okay.
Straight into the fire.
All
okay?
right.
And defensive middle position requires a lot.
Yeah, that's no joke.
It's
probably one of the toughest positions on the field.
Yes, you gotta know what you're doing. You have to be on top of your game. You gotta understand movement. You gotta be clean touches. You just gotta be good all around. I've never played midfield before, right? But as a freshman, you go in, they give you a starting spot.
You ain't gonna say no.
So there was no saying no to that, right? There was absolutely no saying no to that. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think I performed well. I didn't play well. Because, one, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I understood the game, but in order for me to be effective, I've never played that position before. I wasn't trained. Even coming up to that first game, I don't think coach even told me I was going to play defensive midfield.
Wow.
So game comes around, I get thrown in this position. I don't even remember why and how, but I ended up there. And I remember everything that came my way was one touch.
Really?
Straight up. I wasn't trying to hold on to the ball because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? I was trying to keep everything safe because here I was as a freshman. I got an opportunity to start and I'm playing out of position. And I'm just trying to be safe with it.
That was your first game.
It was my first college game, my first ever college game. out of position, okay? And at the same time, to remember that game, we had a little bit of crowd too, so the people watching. And listen, that ball, every time it came was like hot potato, man. I just tossed it off. I just, boom, just toss it off. Whoever wants it, whoever's the first person I see, I'm giving it to you. And literally, I just went into my shell and just did what I did as a defender. I decided, okay, I know I can hold on to the ball. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to influence the game by moving the ball. So guess what? I'm going to be just a defender. You know, I was going to win the ball in the air. I was going to tackle hard. And that's what I did for most of the game. I mean, second half though, I got a little more comfortable. And I remember one of my friends has a clips of that game.
Okay.
And I saw myself doing a little shimmy here and there. You know what I mean? I got comfortable.
Your hips were working?
I shook a couple of people a couple of times. I was like, oh snap, that was me. You know what I mean? But that was the second half. But I'll be honest with you, that was one of the games that I've played in my career where I came off the field knowing that.
So you say you were trying to do the dirty work.
Yeah.
And you get it and pass it.
I just get it.
Did you get a card that game?
I don't remember, but probably I did. I'm sure.
I'm sure you probably gave somebody a
Listen, my career, I was the one that you can count on that most likely I will get a red card. That was it. I used to get red cards for the fun of it. That was my game.
Wow.
Not that I just wanted to get a red card, but I was just
tackles.
Yeah, I was just a dirty player, man. I was a little hothead back then too, you know.
That's not hard to believe.
Trust me, yeah. If you've been around me enough, you understand why. But I was a little bit of hothead. So if you did anything, you said anything to me and I didn't like, I'm coming after you.
Wow.
Simple. I'll always get even. So I got a couple of red cards, but that game, I played the whole game. So
okay. Did you guys win?
I can't remember. I don't know if we won or lost. I don't remember. That was 14 years ago, man.
It was your first game. How did you feel? Do you remember feeling, oh yeah, I didn't perform that well, but we won? Because
I was too nervous, man.
You can't forget whether you won or lost.
I was too nervous. I was way too nervous, man. I mean, honestly, I was way too nervous. It was my first college career game. Playing out of position, I was nervous.
Wow.
I don't remember. I remember I felt excited when the game was over.
Oh, really?
I was relieved.
I was all over.
Phew.
You don't want to do that again too soon.
That was rough. But you know, honestly though, I was so thankful because I have, you know, one of the players that I played with, my teammate, who became a best friend of mine to this day. He was playing behind me as a center back. Phenomenal player. One of the best players I don't say that about everybody I play with, but one of the best players I play with. Honestly, he made me, if I was bad and somebody said I played good, it's because he made me look good.
I see.
Yeah, he made me look good. Gary, thank you.
Oh,
thank you for being a good player that you were.
But
he was a rock solid player back there.
Wow, okay.
And if I made a mistake, he was there to cover me.
So what did your coach say anything to you after the game?
I don't remember that conversation. Even if he said anything, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
14 years ago.
14 years ago, I don't remember.
Probably one of the biggest games for you.
Yeah.
And you don't remember the details?
I don't remember. I just remember I stepped on the field. I was out of position. I played out of position. Passed the ball away. Tackle.
That was it.
That was it.
Man.
It was
that
basic.
goes to show you worked so hard,
Yeah.
right, for the beginning of a journey.
Yeah.
And then your first day, your first game, your first whatever it is, it's like a blur.
It was a
Whether
blur.
it's nervousness, excitement, all of that.
I think it was all of that. I think
Mixed
I was nervous. I was excited. I mean, I just, you know, all of that came into it. That a game was just a blur. You step on the pitch, your blood is pumping, your heart is beating fast. For the first time for me, being in college where you have, you know, people sitting over there watching you, and, you know, the stakes are a little bit higher now because you're in college game and your coach's job is on the line too, based on your performance and stuff like that. So, and you have guys that are, you know, junior, senior, way older than you, and you're starting and you're playing with these guys. It just, there's so much goes into that one game that when the game is over, like, you just like, oh man, like literally the shoulder just, whew, I survived.
Yeah, and I can imagine for a lot of people, it's not like a story that ended glamorously, right?
How was yours? We gotta hear about yours. I wanna hear this. I gotta hear about yours.
You want to do your story and mine
gotta
on
be
the
a-
same tape?
You gotta do the same. You gotta figure it
Oh
out.
man, okay. My first game.
You gotta hear about Coach Daniel's first game in college.
Okay, so right before college, this was 2007. So you were a year ahead of me.
Yep.
So 2007, graduate high school, knowing that I'm going Loyola, right? And so on my visit there, before we even like went back to school, before the summer and everything, he said, okay, you know, you're gonna come in, and you're gonna be a player that's gonna come off the bench and help us out. I said, got it. In my head, I was like, heck to the no.
I'm not gonna say it.
Me, the bench?
I'm not.
Mind you, I've never been on the bench my entire playing career.
So you expect to
So I was like, no, there can't be 11 people that are better than me on this team.
listen, if
That's
you
how
knew,
I felt.
if you knew Daniel back then, you'd probably be like, yep, that's right. He's saying that for a reason.
So the summer, I'm like, yo, I have to prove myself.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I'm gonna come off the bench. So I started putting in some serious work. Every day, I run in the morning, long distance. In the evening, I run 1 mile as fast as I can. After the mile, I go home, I eat, then I go to the soccer field. And you know, back in the day, Cristiano Ronaldo was my favorite player.
Of course, the 7.
So when I get to that field,
Step
I'm by
overs.
myself.
Step over, step
There's
over,
nobody
step overs.
there. Step overs. I'm dribbling at speed, step overs. The Cristiano Ronaldo chop.
Yep.
Come inside, shoot. Woo. And I'm shooting on an empty goal, no net. So every time I take a shot, I have to go chase the ball.
You're working on fitness as
So
you
I
shoot.
chase the ball, I come back, dribble at speed, step over, cut, shoot. It's okay. So we go, preseason. You know, I'm doing my thing. At preseason, we always have a game. We have the returners
Yep.
versus the incoming freshmen.
Yep.
That game, I started that game as one of the incoming freshmen, and it was just the luck of the draw, right? They're just like, okay, you play here, you're a winger, okay, start. You're a defender, we have another defender, okay, you start, you stay on the bench. So it was just random people on the field. So I remember this. My left back gave me the ball. Very early on in the game. Very early on in the game. I'm talking about like 5 minutes into the game. I get the ball. I'm going against a senior right back. A senior right back.
So he has some
and this
experience.
guy was big, strong. He wasn't a guy to mess with. That's what I heard.
So you
So
were
I said, okay.
You like the challenge? Bring the challenge!
Look, you're gonna be my first guinea pig. With all the stuff I've been doing over the summer,
I'm gonna try it on
you're
you.
gonna get it. So I go at him, step over, chop inside, shoot. As soon as that happened, I beat him. Mind you, he gave him a step over, came inside and I shot the ball, right? As soon as that happened, the coach that was coaching my freshman team said, Daniel, come off, it's okay, sit down.
We have seen! Our
As soon as
eyes.
that happened, they took me off. I sat down and I watched the rest of the game. Okay, so fast forward through preseason, our preseason games, everything. Our first game away against Princeton. Against Princeton. Okay.
They had a good team.
Now, my roommate at Loyola, my teammate, who was my roommate, who were both freshmen, his older brother played at Princeton. I think it was his senior year, he was the captain. Okay?
Capitano.
And I'm like, I look at the guy, I'm like, this guy can't be a good player. So the whole time we're about to go play, I'm curious to see how my roommate's brother is as a player for the other team. I don't think he's good. So we step on the field. Before I even tell you about how my game went, his brother was killing us.
So you start off on the bench?
No.
Oh,
No.
just wanted to make sure.
I was on the field, and his brother was murdering us. I couldn't believe my eyes. So anyway, my story, right? So I start the game. First game. I'm nervous, but I'm confident. I know what I know how to do, which is dribble and beat players.
You were doing that all summer long.
Oh man. So I go in the game, and I don't remember majority of the game. I know we ended up winning, like 2-0 or 2-1. But every time I got the ball,
You win that
it
summer.
was go time.
Woo.
Every
Killing.
I honestly don't think that I passed the ball even once. If my team worked it around and it got to me,
That was it.
that was it.
It wasn't going back there. No one else is touching it.
Nobody else
after
is
that.
touching it.
It was
It was
wasn't
either
going
the
back.
goalkeeper on the other team from catching it,
Or
or
the
the
ball boy.
goalkeeper from getting the ball for a goal kick. I got the ball, dribble, scissors, come inside, shoot.
All the time.
Get the ball second time, dribble, chop, inside, shoot. I'm telling you, I probably had the most shots in that game.
And no goal.
Period. No goal. Mind you,
But-
ask me how many shots were on the target.
How many?
I think like 2
How many did you
out
take?
of like 9. Every time I'd shoot, stupid shots. I would be shooting when there's a defender right in front of me. Sometimes they block it.
Because that's what you practice all summer long.
That's what I did.
All summer
That's
long.
what I knew.
He was but chop, shoot. So he goes into the game, chop, shoot.
That's all I was doing.
Yeah.
So after the game, I thought I did well.
Yeah.
I thought I did well. There was a lady, our student, our athletic advisor.
Yeah.
She comes to me after the game and she says, "Do you ever pass the ball?"
Ouch. Did you ask her, do you know anything about the game?
Mind you, I thought I did well. I'm a freshman. I started. I thought I was dangerous. Do you ever pass the ball? I said, oh yeah. I don't think I passed once.
Woo! Ball hog.
Look. And the worst thing, so I thought I did well, but the worst thing that could have happened to a freshman playing their first college game happened to me. I wear contacts when I play, right? Middle of the game,
Contacts fell out.
before halftime, I have the ball, somebody comes, he puts his hand out, slaps my contact out. It's on the turf somewhere, it's dark. We're in a big stadium with nobody but us.
Wow.
And a few of our fans, a few of their fans. So I have one eye with the contact in, and the other eye without
So
contact.
that's the reason why you went past it.
So listen, that was not the reason why I wasn't passing. Before my contact fell out, that was the
still
game
weren't
plan.
passing.
That was the game plan. So there was no changing it.
Yeah.
But once I had one contact in, the other out, it was a whole different type of game. I remember goal kick. I'm staring at this ball harder than I've ever focused on any soccer ball in my life. I didn't want to let my coach know that my contact fell out because I wasn't trying to come off the field.
Because once you came off, you know that was it.
Was I ever going to play again? So the ball's coming. I'm staring at the ball. Ooh, which eye? Ooh, when am I going to put my foot out? Ooh, and I just stick my foot out and
And
I
then
pray.
that's it.
Clean touch. I say yes.
Everybody think you're on your A game. They don't know you were just drawing one out of the hat.
That was it. I
Wow.
said, look, no more air balls. Every time, hey, feet.
Play me
feet.
And no one knew
No
this
one
was the reason why you were playing. You were asking for the ball to feet.
Yep.
Man.
So it could have been a big disaster. I mean, at some points, I couldn't see. So it explains why I was taking just reckless shots.
Just shooting.
Yeah.
Because you
What-
thought the goal was
I'd rather shoot and people say, okay, he's just being selfish,
they're trying to cross
than
it
try
off.
to make a pass or something and just give it to the other team.
That makes sense.
First game, man.
Man, what an experience.
Crazy.
But,
Crazy.
but the thing is, at least you got to do what you wanted to do in the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that, and that is something that I didn't get a chance to do. It was like you played out of position. What?
Yeah, I got to play my position.
Yeah, you got to do
Oh,
you.
yeah. I got to have fun. Freshman year was fun for me.
Man, my freshman year was fun as well. I think as the season went on, I played majority of the games after that. I was enjoying myself, and majority of the game, but as the season progressively went on, I became a center back.
Oh, okay.
So eventually they moved me back to my position that I was comfortable at, that I was happy with. So I didn't end up playing 6 forever. I think it was like the next couple of games after that, and after that I was moved back to my comfortable
Okay.
position.
Oh,
So
that's good.
it turned out all right.
Yeah, but woo, man.
It was quite. I would say.
So yours could have been a disaster
Yeah.
just as much as mine could have been a disaster.
Listen, that could have been a career killer right there.
Easy.
What most people don't know about the college game, and is that once you get that chance and you don't do
Second
well,
chances don't come often.
they don't.
That's for sure.
They don't. So everything depends on that opportunity that you get, and you must take it. You must run away with it,
Mind you, it's your first game.
man. First game,
And we have some people that we're gonna bring in that are gonna tell you about their first college games.
Man,
you'll see the contrast.
You'll see. It's huge. But the thing is, the thing is, before you come into, your coaches are telling the senior players who the players are coming in, why they're bringing them in, who they are, what they can bring to the team. So here you have this target already on your back because your team, the previous players are expecting you to come in and provide
Highly
something.
recruited, regarded freshmen.
Yep. They're looking for you to come. Expectations already in place. So when you show up, you don't live to the expectation. It's not only your coach is going to be like, you're a waste of time. Your teammates are going to say you're a waste of time. And then that just goes all of that.
That's it.
All of that.
Nobody respects you anymore. Practice. Nobody's talking to you.
Your confidence is low.
Done.
Now
Done.
you got to try to figure out being on your own in college now, trying to figure out your schedules and all these things. And soccer is not, the one thing you've always done and enjoyed is not going well for you. And now you're all depressed.
You're just in college. You just got in college.
Man.
You just got in college.
Yeah.
Your first game, and you blow it. My God, it's not like, oh, you know what? Let me go away for the summer and come back over.
Nope.
The season just started.
Oh, man.
You blew it. You're not gonna leave. You just got to that school, and all of a sudden, there's no hope for you.
There's no hope
to get in the starting lineup.
No.
For the next maybe 8, 9, 10 games.
You know, but the thing is also because most of us growing up playing on our teams, we played all the time, right? You're always playing. You're always getting PT. You sitting on the bench was not a question.
Not a question.
Now you come to college and that could be your whole entire life. You know, so
the whole
that was
year could be you on the bench.
That could be you on the bench.
Yeah,
that
man.
was my first game of college.
Mine as well. And like we said, some of these stories you'll hear as we keep this series going.
We're gonna keep the series going.
Your jaw's gonna drop.
Yeah.
How much one game can shape your whole 4 years.
You know, and hopefully a lot of you high school players that are going to college, hopefully we'll have a college season next year or after that. You know, hopefully sharing our stories will help you to better prepare for whatever you're gonna, what's gonna come your way. You know, maybe you'll be that player that gets put in a position that you never played before. And
you're gonna remember Coach Kuku's story.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, keep it quick.
Let it go, like hot potato, just drop and move. Or, you're gonna be like Coach Daniel, you're just gonna go out there and think that you can kill everybody on the field.
Or you're gonna have an equipment malfunction and then you're gonna have to deal with it.
There you go.
Right then and there.
So
improvise.
We're gonna keep this series going. Hope to help a lot of players, young players that are gonna be going to college, and hopefully we can, guide you to do better.
And if nothing else, hopefully you get a good laugh out of it.
There you go.
That's it. We'll see you next time.
Just bang it.